I'm just waiting for some people to jump on before I start. I'm waiting on y'all to come on through. I'm waiting on y'all to come through. You a born again virgin? All right. We got born again virgins in the house. Y'all go ahead and like up the stream. Don't hold your likes. Just go ahead and put your thumbs up. Get that out the way. Just get your thumbs out the way. Don't hold back your likes. Get the thumbs up, people. How y'all doing today? Have all y'all been to my art site, iloveherart.com? Y'all need to go. You need to pick you up something nice. Be a art collector, art connoisseur. And it's not just art, it's mystical stuff, y'all. Art is magic. If y'all didn't know, art is a type of conjuring. When you can create an image on a blank canvas and make somebody feel a particular way about it, this is magic. Pick up some magic from my site, iloveherart.com. For those of you who do not know who I am, I guess I have to introduce myself. My name is Salkis Ray. I am an artist, author, poet, relationship expert, spiritual advisor, life coach, and a medicine woman. I've had this particular YouTube channel since, I've been doing YouTube videos since 2006. So I'm not a newbie here to this thing. I took a long break. I did do that. But I've been doing this thing called women's empowerment, helping women with self-esteem issues and things like that for many, many years. Many years. It started off as, I don't know, somewhat of I wouldn't say a hobby, but something that I felt compelled to do. I really didn't have a direction for it. I didn't know what it would become, but I knew it was necessary. So I've been doing these chats, sharing these wisdom and all of that since 2006. Well, before that, but on YouTube since 2006. So there is that. And the primary purpose of this channel is, again, to help women who are struggling with learning how to be more self-aware, how to be more confident, how to be more comfortable in their skin, how to be less cowardly, less passive, less concerned with the way they look or the way other women look or what other women have and what they don't have compared to other women and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to help y'all guys get out of that shift, get out of that low hanging fruit mentality that a lot of y'all have. And I do it in a tough love kind of way. I am a bit abrasive, but not malicious. I am abrasive, but not in a malicious way. Sort of just like a tough mother. Just like a mother who don't take no ish. I think that's what my delivery is, and I do it that way because I feel that's what you need. I feel that's what you need. I am not one of those women that's just going to tell you're beautiful just the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. People are jealous of you. We are fearfully, God fearingly made, or however the phrase goes, and all that stuff. I don't get into that. I don't get into the positive reinforcement thing because I don't think that offers any real change. I think all of us have been complimented before. All of us have been told that, we are precious gems, diamonds, and a whole bunch of other half truths. And it really hasn't helped your bottom line. It really hasn't helped you to really see your value. Hearing what you want to hear is never going to make you feel good about yourself. Not long term anyway. So I don't do that here. I don't do that here. Uh my focus really is to get y'all to understand that we've been propagandized to, my favorite word, and we've been told a lot of things about what we should value, who we should value, what we should do, what liberation is, and all that kind of stuff. And usually the focus with all of that is around sex. It is around sex and your sexuality. Everybody who wants a little rusty coin is going to tell you, look, girl, open your legs, get your coin, open your legs, and go and get your coin. That's how you liberate yourself, by not caring who you sleep with, not by being discerning about. Your liberation is supposed to come by not caring who you share your body with, and nothing could be further from the truth. Um, the status quo nowadays is a glorification of harlotry, of being a slut, being a hoe, exchanging your body for money from random men. That is the status quo now. And a lot of women are getting hurt following this type of advice. A lot of women are getting hurt because a lot of y'all know, I mean, if you're honest with who you are and what you want a relationship. You want a commitment. You want to be in the safety of one man's arms. You don't want to be running the street. If you really, really are honest about this thing, you would rather be home, uh, nursing a baby, and cooking some stew or something like that, cooking some lentil swill, baking some coconut bread, and nursing a baby. Had it your way. You wouldn't be pounding the streets. You wouldn't be getting pounded on by all these random dudes. You'd be home, sitting still, being happy, sipping on some homemade lemonade, waiting for your husband to come home if you had it your way. So I don't like the fact that as women, we lie so much. We deny what we really want. And it wouldn't even be so bad you denying what you want, but you indoctrinating young impressionable women. You letting them know, or you trying to sell them on the fact that, since you ain't got nobody to answer to, your way is the way to go. Some of you whores come to my channel propagating this, what's the point of marriage? What's the point of locking yourself in? Black men don't want black women, and you got all these stats, and you giving me other YouTube channels to watch. You telling me I need to reform myself and all this kind of stuff. Can you imagine if every woman had your mentality, what this society would be? The only reason why we have some sense of normalcy, and we don't have just stark raving lunatics out here, is because some women do have morals. Some women do want a family. Some women do honor motherhood. Can you imagine if all the women were like, I don't want to have kids. I don't care about getting married. I don't want to be locked down to one relationship. The whole society, our whole civilization itself will be in an upheaval. Topsy-turvy. We would be really hell on earth. Hell on earth. So we got to rethink some things. We got to rethink what we're being sold, and we're being sold a lot of lies, and the the game and the trick that women play is by pointing the fingers at men, when it's women that willingly whore themselves out A man can't force you to do nothing you don't want to do. A man can't force you to do nothing. You either say yes or you say no. And we're talking about a man who asks you. I'm not talking about a man who meets you in a back alley and rips your clothes off. I'm talking about a man that you go to dinner with and he asks if he can come inside your house. And when he comes inside your house and you see him touching and feeling on you, you don't let him stop. And then when he's pulling down your Fruit of the Looms, you don't tell him, listen, pump your brakes, dude. I ain't ready for this. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about all you women who do that, who don't say no to that, right? And there's a whole bunch of y'all. And you blame men for agreeing to things that you're not ready for things that you don't want to do. I work with quite a few women who are new to the sexual experience. Quite a few women who've just been deflowered, let's say, who just got deflowered. And a lot of y'all are not having great first experiences because you are lowballing yourself. You are pretty much you've succumbed to the peer pressure or the pressure to experience the validation that women are claiming they experience through having sexual activity with men. You feel like you're missing out on something because a man's never told you that he likes the way you feel, that he likes the way your flesh feels and the way you're tight between your legs and all that stuff. You feel like you're missing something. And unfortunately, these women, the first time out, the dude doesn't care. He halfway cares, or he doesn't care at all. She doesn't enjoy herself. The first experience that she's had, there's no orgasm happening. Okay, if we're honest as women, a lot of us don't enjoy sex the first time around. It really takes time to acclimate, to adjust, to get rid of your fearfulness and the doubt and all, and not knowing what to do and all that kind of stuff for you to really get into the situation. So your first time experience as a woman is already traumatic. Even if you like the guy, even if you're in a committed relationship, it's traumatic because you are going through a death. You are going through a death phase where you're going from, let's say, an adolescent mindset to one of a total adult. So it's a trauma because the woman that you were before you had sex is no more. She's gone. She's gone forever. So that is what I call a little death. And we have a few of those before we close our eyes forever. And you ladies that don't take the time to really choose the man who's going to earn the privilege of deflowering you, you're doing yourself such a disservice. You are creating more trauma and more psychological damage when you pick men who are not committed to you to be your first experience into what sex and sexuality and all that stuff is. We have to choose carefully. I said in a video before that once a woman starts having sex, and I've done videos on this before, but it bears repeating again. Once a woman starts to have sex, her anxiety goes up, right? Your anxiety goes up. Your fears compound. You become nervous and unsure and scared, and you start rating yourself. I mean, you might have been comparing yourself to other women before, but after you have sex, that escalates. It compounds like 10, 100-fold, 100-fold. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you allowed a man into your space who doesn't care about you. So you become even more neurotic, insecure, having self doubt, not sure of your worth. This is what happens when you open your legs to men. This is what happens when you open your legs to men. There is nothing, listen, my virgin girls. I know these cunts are telling you there's something liberating about sex, but these holes are washed up. They're tied in through. Their vagina, their labias are dragging on the fucking ground. They have no walls left. And they want you to come into the whore palace with them. They want to drag you down to hell with them because they see you're bright and fresh and you have your whole world ahead of you. And they remember when they were you and they wish that they were you again and they know it's over for them. So they tell you, come on. Come on down here to hell with the rest of us. You'll be all right. You'll survive. You'll get scarred up, but look at me. I can screw whoever I want and I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. My butt isn't all the way on the ground. It's sagging a little bit, but dudes are still checking for me. When I put that girdle on, I can still turn a few heads. When I put that body magic on, girl, I could still compete with you. So, it ain't that bad. And we ain't all down for the count. As long as there's a good bra, some good underwear, some latex, some spandex, a lycra material, I can front like if I'm youthful, just like you. Just like you. This is what older women do. So they see you're fresh. They see you're unspoiled. And we don't like to say stuff like that because, how could you say that, so? Because, that means that all of us, are used up. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got to start saying what things are. I think we have to really start laying it all out and saying exactly what it is. Because in a very real sense, when you start having sexual intercourse with men, you are used up. You are drained. Why are you used up? Because you are drained emotionally. A lot of y'all are drained physically. A lot of us, when we start having sex, that's when the weight problems happen. You can't keep your weight down because you're snacking on Ho-Hos and Twinkies and you got Intimates cakes and Cheesecake Factory shit under your bed because dude ain't calling you like he used to. He ain't calling you. You sucked his dick, and the dude ain't calling you this weekend. So you like, well, what happened? I love the dude. I'm doing all this for him. He don't love me. Well, let me love on this cheesecake a little bit. And here go your hormones, up and down. Here go your weight, up and down. You start aging, looking bad, worry, can't concentrate, can't focus. The things that you wanted to do in your life, the accomplishments that you were hoping that you do, all of a sudden now you missing your due dates on everything you decided to do. Your whole life sidetracked. Your whole life and where you were headed is sidetracked because you worrying about some dick that ain't worried about you. This is what happens when you screw around with men who don't love you, who don't like you. Let's not even go to the love part because that's so far off. I'm talking about y'all screwing dudes that don't even like you. Y'all screwing dudes who don't even like you. Listen, my virgin girls. There is a thing called being used up. That's real. That is real. And I'm not saying this to you so that you could be scared of sex, right? Because it's a beautiful thing if certain things are in place. It is a great thing if certain things are in place. But it's a life-threatening thing, a life-altering thing, a life disruptor when when everything isn't in place. But women, when women get together, we swap them whole stories. Girl, I remember when I did such and such, and I mean, everybody's high fiving each other and laughing and reminiscing about who dick was bigger than who, and who went all night and all that kind of stuff. And you know what happens when they go home after the liquor wear off and all that, and they looking in the mirror and they looking at their bed and they realizing that they in an empty house. The regrets. The regrets about how much dick they did take starts to bubble up to the surface. She don't let you know that because she want you to think that she's smart and she has everything together and she never makes a mistake. And if she does make a mistake, it was just a learning experience. Ain't that what you hoes say? I didn't. It's not a mistake. It's a learning experience. It's a soul contract that I signed. I don't know, in heaven before I was born. We signed a contract to hurt each other on earth as a way to experience being human before I was born. Bullshit. Listen, I'm already getting hot. I'm already getting hot just thinking about all the bullshit we've been fed. We got an excuse for every fucking thing. Every goddamn thing. Now bitches say, and these conscious hoes will say, I signed a contract to be used. But before my mother conceived me, we worked it out. When I was in the etheric form, we worked it out that he was supposed to kick my ass and fuck me and leave me so that I'll know what it's like to be a human being. Talk to me. Talk to me. And these women have daughters. These are the same women that have daughters and sisters and mothers that they supposedly care about, but they spew this nonsense, this rhetoric, this shit that don't make no damn sense. And then we have another generation of women who don't know if they should be wholesome, if they should be family oriented, or is the way to go just to not care about men and just go for your coin, get your career together, screw who you want, and just be a spinster all your fucking life. There's a lot of young women I talk to who are not sure if marriage is for them because they're hearing from all you old, tired, wrinkle ass cunts that it's not that being married and being a wife is somehow some sort of slavery. Bitch, when you go to work every day, that's a slave job. You already a slave. What are you talking about? Being a wife and mother is a slave. It ain't no more slave than the 80 hours a week you do or the 60 hours a week you do for that piece of shit check. It ain't no more slavery than anything else you do. Come on now. But chicks today, I talk to them. Women in their 20s, some of y'all in your 30s still ain't sure. Well, I don't know. Well, ask them, well, do you want to be married? I don't know. Well, what do you mean you don't know? Well, I think so, but men cheat. I've seen so many relationships go down the tubes, and women don't seem happy. The women I know who are married don't seem happy. So I'm just not sure if marriage is for me. So I go, well, being single is what you want then? Well, no, I don't. I mean, I don't want to be single. I'm just saying, what's the point if in being in a relationship? If I can't really get, commitment and the things that I want. Well, what's the point in being in a relationship? Okay, so are you saying you just want to screw whoever you want, and you can see yourself being somebody's girlfriend when you're 65? And when you're 55, 60, 65 and stuff, your ideal picture of your life is being called somebody's girlfriend, or having a couple of dudes, 3, 4 dudes come to your house once a month. Is that the picture of when you think of an ideal life? Is that how it looks? Well, no, I'm just saying, I want it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the right thing because, women say and women say and women say and women say and women say. So that's what's happening now. Young, impressionable women are confused about being wives, mothers, moral women who don't run the street, because other women in their ear telling them, you're repressed, you're sexually repressed, you're holding yourself back. There's something wrong with you mentally if you can't just screw whoever you want. If you feel closed in and closed off and you just want to give it to one man, there's something wrong with you. That's what these hoes are telling the girl. Goat milk, baking soda, battery acid, all kind of shit to kill the bugs in their goddamn vagina, because their vagina stay fumed up. They don't tell them that. They don't tell them what kind of salad dressing they got to put on every morning to keep their damn crotch from smelling like goddamn grilled tilapia. They don't tell them that. They don't tell them what the gynecologist tells them the results are. Papilloma viruses and all that shit in a fucking boiled up cervix. They don't tell them that. It's all good. It's all good. We just gonna screw whoever we want. We just gonna screw whoever we want. It's gonna be a happy day. Are these women happy? Is Black China happy? Talk to me now. She may be getting a coin, but is she happy? Is Kim Kardashian happy? Is Khloe Kardashian happy? Is Nicki Minaj happy? Is Cardi B happy? Is them hot girl summer city girls, city trend, what they fuck city trend, what the fuck they is? Whatever it is, hot girl summer bitches, are they happy? Are they happy? Black Stallion, whatever her name is, am I getting it right? Is she happy too? She happy too? Who's happy out here? Who's happy out here? I'm not talking about who getting money. I'm talking about who's happy out here. Do these chicks look happy to you? And this is what, we're indoctrinating the impressionable minds. Yeah, you can add Beyonce to that too. You can add Beyonce and a whole bunch of other people to that list too. What people give up for fame and fortune and a little bit of coin. When Beyonce ain't performing, she looked like she dozed off and she looked like she got tranquilized or something like that. She don't even look coherent when she ain't on the stage. So, there is that. There is that. We can't look to these celebrities as mascots for the way that we're supposed to live. And unfortunately, young women are getting the message on how to be based on media, based on what the media puts forth for them to absorb. And there is that. You said Beyonce can't look into the mirror anymore. She didn't want to be a mom? Who didn't want to be a mom? Who didn't want to be a mom? When you got to use borax to take care of your foul odor, something is wrong. Talk about it. Listen, I know chicks douching with borax, pine salt, all kind of industrial strength shit, iodine and shit. Chicks got to clean themselves daily with iodine to keep the bugs from proliferating. All of that. We are not designed. Listen, you may feel like you can be a hoe. You may feel like you can be a whore. We can feel all kinds of stuff. Just like men feel that they're women and all kinds of stuff going on now. Feelings are feelings. Everybody got a feeling about something. But how your body's designed tells another story. Your body dictates what you are, Not your feelings. Not your feelings. And we are not designed to be pounded out by every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Mole, Larry, and Curly out here. That's not, our bodies are not designed for that. Our bodies are not designed for that. And truth be told, this thing called sex drive, that's a made up thing too. Even that's a made up thing. Look at the tribes in Africa. There's a season for fertility. Everybody's not fucking each other every day, 5 days a week. You don't see holes behind no damn tree or rock somewhere getting pounded out 4 days a week. That's our lunacy and perversion over here because everything around us is sex, 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 sex all the time. We can't think about nothing besides sex here, and that's by design. That's by design. You have women who are pregnant fucking. You're not supposed to have no dick inside of you while a baby's growing inside of you. That's out of order. That's against natural law. That and when you nursing, how you nursing, you gotta do pounding. But this is what we do. We are out of order. We are out of order in so many ways. So many ways. So, I had to get on here because I was coaching a woman yesterday who was recently deflowered, and it's the story is heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. Something as precious as your virginity. And, you just kind of give it to whoever gives you a compliment first. You know how many times I've talked to women who were, and when I asked them, why him? They all said, well, he told me I was beautiful. He told me that I was attractive. He told me that I was beautiful. He said nice things to me. He said nice things to you? Yeah, he said nice things to me. So what made what he said so special? Well, because no other guy ever said those things to me before. So he called me beautiful. And because he was the first guy to say it, you felt that you could trust him. You felt that he was qualified to deflower you on the merit of a compliment. A compliment. And when I tell you, ladies, that we have to drop and give the devil back beautiful and pretty and gorgeous and all that kind of stuff, you look at me like, what's this? Selk she teaching toxic shit. Why would I want to do? Why would I refer to myself as ugly? Why would I refer to myself as that? Those derogatory, degrading, demoralizing terminology and all that kind of stuff. This is what y'all say. And on the flip side of that, an inexperienced woman who hears that she's beautiful for the first time lets her guard down totally and decides to entrust her body, not only her body, her mind, her mentality, the blueprint of how the rest of her life is going to be is contingent upon what that first experience is going to be like. And she lets it all go for flattery. And when I tell y'all to leave the flattery alone, it's not, it has no merit. Kind words have no merit. When I tell you that, you're looking at me like if I got two heads. Like if I'm unreasonable. Or I'm speaking from a place of I don't know, disappointment, fear, shame. Some of y'all think all that shit. When I tell y'all, give it back. Give it back so that the man in your life who is a shit stain shows that he's a shit stain from the start. You gotta take that off the table so that the only thing you're evaluating is productivity. Flattery has no merit. Telling you you're beautiful don't mean shit. How many ways? I wish I could say it in Spanish. Somebody say the shit in Spanish for me, please. And whoever know French, drop it in French too. Drop it in French too. I don't know how else to say it. Flattery doesn't mean anything. And we are putting our whole lives on the line for something that sounds good. You women who are virgins, and those of you who got daughters who are virgins, please send them this video, please. Talk to your daughters and let them know, listen, it's not about beauty. Your vagina is not a tool to prove your worth to nobody. You don't put your vagina on a crapshoot. You don't gamble your vagina like dice. It's your whole life at stake when you open your legs. And women who've had more than 5 sexual partners don't see it as a life and death situation. You want to know why, my virgin viewers, why they don't see it like that? Because they're already dead. They're already emotionally dead. They already ran through physically. They already got hormone imbalances. They already got venereal disease, STDs, STI, all kind of shit. They drink themselves just to get to work. They need caffeine and liquor to make it through the fucking week. So those ain't the ones you need to talk to. They don't see it as a big deal because they're already walking dead. Already. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I see and what I know. It's unfortunate that we don't have mothers now who have conviction. It's unfortunate now that we don't have mothers who, stand up for their principles and what they believe in. We have women now that, well, it's nothing I could do. They gonna do what they want. She'll learn the hard way or whatever. You don't stand on your truth. You're so easy to give in or give up on your daughters. Don't give in and don't give up. Stand on your principles. If you feel something is wrong, you need to say that it's wrong. As a mother, you are supposed to guide your daughters. That's your burden, that's your role, that's your gift or whatever. You can't say, well, I'm gonna let her fall on the ass and then she'll know. You know how many mothers do that? That lazy mothering. I'm gonna let her figure it out for herself. You know how many mothers say that? I'm gonna let her figure it out for herself. Listen, even if your daughters don't listen to you, they can't throw back in your face that you didn't try to guide them. You don't want your daughter to ever say 20 years from now, well, Mom, why you let me do that? Why you didn't tell me this was wrong? You don't want her to have to say, Mom, well, if you'd have just said it 2 more times, then maybe I would have listened to you. You don't want to hear that now. You don't want to hear that. Whatever your convictions are, don't be a fair weather friend about what you feel is right or wrong. The devil is out here. Yes, y'all, hit the like button, please. Let's see what y'all talking about. Just calm your blood pressure down. I just found out I'm pregnant. Today is 8 weeks and 2 days. Me and my fiance are determined to raise our children with respect and understanding to protect them. All right, well, congratulations on this new phase of your life. I hope everything goes well for you. And your fiance. And any date for you actually getting married? Who's that, Tay? Is there a date set for the wedding? If you were my daughter, I would suggest that you get married before the baby comes. That's what I would suggest if you were mine. A lot of these mothers are the women you are talking about now. They want to see their daughters suffer like them. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Virginity protects you in so many ways, cancer, stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, disease is real. Disease is real. And it's not just what he gives you because he got a dirty dick. It's the psychological stuff that happens to you that throws your body off. The psychological stuff the psychological changes that you go through that affects your hormones, affects your immune system, right? That lowers your immune, well, sex will lower your immune system anyway. But you have the other aspects of it that, contribute to immune dysfunction, and then it brings on infections and all kinds of other things happen to you when you are engaging in sexual activity. So there's that. Tay said, what? Let me see. I know I will have the passion you do, and yes, it was supposed to be 420, but the due date is 419. Oh, you're getting married you were supposed to get married 420? Is that what it is? Good looking daughters are a threat to old mothers. That's another thing that I don't it's weird to me that for a mother to be jealous of her own children, jealous of the beauty of the daughters that she created. Like I don't get that. I don't get it. Women be competing with their daughters in the supermarkets. Yes, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You have now, and a lot of young women do say that there's a shortage of men because older women are still competing within the market that they're in for the men that they have to choose from. You have older women trying to get the same dudes and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whenever women start talking about what we need to do to protect our best interests, here comes a woman wanting to tell us about what women do. Let let men worry about how to protect themselves. Yeah. I tell young girls and women to hold out as long as they can and take themselves seriously. I don't give in to others teasing them or pressuring them. Well, that's good, Kai. And we need more women like yourself. Well, we need a paradigm shift. We really do. This hot girl summer shit, the whole slut brigades and these cop carousels and all this stuff. These chicks on this. I'm not settling down. I'm a free agent. I'm whatever it is. I'm gonna do what I want with who I want. That we need to drown out that noise now. It's tired and it's through. And women are still. All these women are still hurt. Where's Amber Rose right now? Ain't she about to go into labor? Ain't she sitting down with her baby daddy, rubbing her belly, Braxton Hicksing at somebody's hospital somewhere right now, getting ready to have a baby sucking on her titty? What slut walk is she doing right now? What slut walk is she doing right now? And I hope she has a girl. I really do. I really do. And let's see if her perspective doesn't change. Let's see if it doesn't change. My mother was very resentful of her three daughters. She filled our heads with and religiously bullied us. She is older now and there is no relationship. I think she had a damaged youth. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Uh, you, me personally, I mean, you have to talk to your daughters. Uh, when I talk to mine, it's not really from religious dogma. It's biology that we're dealing with, and it's common sense. It's just common sense. I'm gonna tell them the real. I'm gonna tell them exactly what they're going to be facing, what the process is, what they have to look forward to if they make this decision as opposed to that. If they don't wait as opposed to waiting, I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna let them know, and I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. So the mommy and daddy wounds are serious. Yeah, mommy and daddy wounds are really really serious. It already has Amber Rose canceled the. Oh, she canceled the slut walk. I bet she did. I bet she did. Y'all have these hoes dragging y'all to hell. They don't be doing what they profess, you know. They be telling you to slut, and in the background, they trying to get all their ducks in a row. And meanwhile, you be 55, 60 on some damn slut walk, and she'll be with a man hugged up underneath a man somewhere with a ring on her finger while you slut walking somewhere. While you're slut walking somewhere, her vagina is at home, and her man know where her vagina is. Her man will know where her vagina is. We got to stop buying into this nonsense. That wall is getting Amber now, so she's going to be changing her tune. There you go. And there it is. Thank you. Who's that? Super Nifty. Thank you for the donation. The tune always changes. After a while, you can't do that whole shit no more because your butt is falling, the cellulite is coming, you got the titties are sagging and all that. You ain't as hot as you used to be. So the pickings are a little bit narrower now. So you can't do that slut shit forever. There's an expiration date on that thing. And for some of us, the expiration date come quick as milk. It come as quick as cottage cheese. Okay? It come as quick as cottage cheese for some of us. So I say don't go there in the first place. While these chicks, they're young and hot and talking about being sluts, you need to go. You need to add up who your prospects are and see who within the 20 dudes that are checking for you is marriage material or is somebody you can build with, who's sane, who's working, who's smart, who's physically healthy or whatever, who can back up a business you want to start or finance a school you want to go back to or create a life for you if you want to be a stay-at-home mom or whatever it is. That's what you need to be looking at while you're on your 9 to 5 or whatever it is. Don't wait till you're 35 to start looking around and settle down. Don't wait till you're 35 and 40 if you don't have to. Do it while you're in your prime. Because it just gets harder as you get older, unless you look exceptionally good. And even if you do, age is still going to be a factor. These dudes will throw your age up in your face no matter how good you look. You're still going to be old. Angela Bassett look better than about 1,025,000-year-olds. But they always say she looks good for 60. Her age is always, they don't say she looks good. They say she looks good for 60. So even if you look good, your age is still going to be a problem. Your age is still going to be a problem. So there's that. You scared? What you scared of, Ladybug? Don't be scared of nothing. Take care of yourself. Get a life, as they say. Take care of yourself. There's nothing to be scared of. It's just that, we're not told the truth. We're not really told the truth, and a lot of years and a lot of water goes under that bridge before we realize, oh man, we've been scammed. And it wasn't by the men, it's these bitches that scammed us. It's these hoes that scammed us. Where's Eve now? Eve with her little albino looking husband. She sits back, she's suited, she's polished, she's a wife now. And before she was all, stripper culture, stripper hoe, and all that kind of stuff. When he wifed her, you didn't see Eve no more. She's crossing her legs and sipping wine. Okay? Eve started crossing her legs instead of opening her legs, crossing them, getting conservative. It ain't no street whore, none of that. I'm a wife now. Eve got married and left that whole shit alone. That's what she did. It's a scam, y'all. That whole shit is a scam. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And the problem between y'all and these entertainers is that these entertainers can afford to pick up the pieces when they asses and everything fall apart. Kim and the rest of them, they can go to a doctor and get that fixed. Once you get ran through, who you going to? Where's the money that you got put aside when everything starts falling to shit with you? Where's your little kitty, to give you the mommy makeover? Where's your mommy makeover money? Huh? Where's your mommy makeover money at? Don't be running behind these people. Don't, because they got the money to fix shit that they break. They got the money to fix the shit that they break. They do vaginal rejuvenation and all that kind of stuff. They get a new vaginas and all of that. What are you going to get? What are you going to get? Who is this chick in pic? What have black women come to? Who are you talking about? Monette? Who are you talking about? Went to my mortgage. Can't afford the mommy makeover. Oh, your mommy makeover went to your mortgage? Oh, okay. Oh, in the thumbnail, you don't know that's Ashanti? That's our girl Ashanti in the thumbnail. Ashanti did Fashion Week, girl, and she came out there in some fishnet, uh, uh, I don't know, fishnets, two-piece, semi-bathing suit, something or other with some boots on and everything. She done broke the internet with that. I heard she got her own fashion line or something. I heard. But, it's Victoria's Secret? Well, she performed for Fashion Week, and people were kind of shocked at what they saw. It was a lot of crotch. It was a lot of crotches and 5 o'clock shadows that Ashanti was giving. A whole lot of razor stubble. That's all I can say. Chocolate Baby Milk says, get fat and live your life. Get fat and live your life. What kind of advice is that? Are you a male or female? Because I'm not really sure. Some of the things you say, I'm not really sure. Are you male or female? Are you gay? What are you? Hoeing will have you sitting in front of the mirror feeling empty. Yeah, it will. It sure will. Yeah, I don't understand what kind of advice is that. Be unhealthy? Not good advice at all. I must take care of my body, no questions asked. Every woman should. Every woman needs to you need to do everything you can to support yourself, and not just to look good for somebody, but to be healthy so you can run and jump, skip, walk, talk, see, hear. You want to be able to function and experience life as a full, complete, uninterrupted human being. So do what you got to do to keep that going. Yes, I'm on Dr. Fisher right now. Dr. Fisher, who's that? That's crazy. Be happy, but don't don't strive to be fat. Being overweight is so hard on the body. Yes, it is. It's very hard on the body. But I know we got people, we got people who campaign for, body positive, this body positive stuff. Y'all see how society is? Y'all see how society is, boy. Listen, I know what it's like to be overweight. And I know what hurts when you're overweight. It's no joke. It's no joke. And if your problem is that you're eating too many ho-hos and Twinkies and brownies and Twizzlers and I don't know, Mars bars, then back away from it. Just back away from it. Lizzo. Oh yeah, she's popular now. She's popping. She's popping. She's a body positive advocate, and we need that. We need that, but we need the truth too. We need the truth along with it. Why do you think mainstream media pushes plus models? I don't know if there's any deeper reasoning for that other than, these days I blame everything on feminism actually. Something to do with feminism, and I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the stuff we cape for is eventually going to be to our demise. You know, it's just going to be to our demise. Normalizing certain things instead of encouraging health is never a good thing. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But if you don't feel right, if you 200 pounds and your chest hurt, your ankles are swelling, you can't walk right, you have no energy or whatever, how is being body positive gonna help you? That's my thing. You know how you feel. You know if you're not feeling good, then body positive campaign ain't what you need. You need to back up off the chips and the fries and all of that and go to the gym and take care of yourself and drink water and all that stuff. That's what you need. You don't need nobody telling you, oh, you're good the way you are, when you know you don't feel good the way that you are. And when you think about these things, I don't ever see none of this for men. Where the fat shamer men at? Where are they? Where's the fat guy movements at? It's only women that do this bullshit. It's only women that do this shit. You don't never see none of this for fat dudes. You see a fat dude, you tell him lose some fucking weight. Get your life, lose some weight, level up, stop eating. But we gotta have all these campaigns, accept ourselves and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, if we're telling men to go handle that, then we should be held to that same standard too. We should be told to handle it also. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You don't never see these men go, accept us as fat dudes. And if they did, you know what women would say? Take your ass to the gym and stop drinking beer or beef jerky or whatever it is they're putting on pounds. Do what you need to do to change yourself. This is what we tell men. This is what we tell men. And on the flip side of that, we tell them you got to accept us as we are. Even if we don't like what we are, you better accept us as we are. That double standard nonsense that we have going on here. But you can't be a fat shamer or a slut shamer or whatever shamer. How many shamers that we got now? Or phobic this and phobic that and all that kind of stuff. That's what we got. Women are attracted to fat, tattooed men with stretch marks. You're a woman, aren't you? You're either a woman or you're slow. What's going on, chocolate baby milk? Talk to me now. I'm something's going on. Something is going on. And I see you on my Instagram and stuff like that. Don't follow me around social media, please. It's enough to deal with you here. I don't want to see you everywhere I go. I just need to put that on record too. You go ahead and delete me from Instagram and stuff because I really didn't like seeing you there. Truth be told. But I'm going to tolerate you here for a little bit until I come to the conclusion of whether you're slow or something else is going on with you. Something else going on with you. What would you say to a 39-year-old virgin? Any words of encouragement? Would that be you? Who's it? Zadatu? Are you a 39-year-old virgin? All this is for the kids watching this growing up. Yeah, we got to protect our children. We have to protect our children. And especially our young ladies. All of you women who have had experiences in your life, it's your duty and your obligation to let the women in your life, the women that you care about, know the truth. Instead of being enablers and alibis for the trash shit that women are doing, don't be that friend that helps your friend cheat on her man or do reckless stuff without letting her know, listen, this is destructive. I love you, but this right here is destructive. Somebody got to be the voice of reason. Somebody does. Somebody does. So, okay, so Zadatu, you are a 39-year-old virgin, and you want words of encouragement. Are you wanting to be married? What is your goal? What is your goal? What is your goal? What's your concern? Cast a repellent spell, Selkis. These crazy people love me. They love me a little bit. The avatar you put on for this video is crazy. Can't believe that's Ashanti. Yes, I can't believe y'all didn't see it. Yo, the pictures was something else. I was like, wow. Ashanti is beautiful. She has a great body. I think she's 38. I think someone said she's 38 or 39 or something like that. Maybe 38. She's gorgeous. I didn't understand what the outfit was about. I did not understand what the outfit was about at all. At all. So, hi Selkis, are you eating meat or seafood? Why are you asking me that on this live? This is not about diet. Do you want to eat meat or seafood? Who's that, Rye? You're wanting permission to eat meat or seafood yourself? Why are you asking? I'm just in a rut work home. You're in a rut and you work from home. Is that what you're saying? What are you? The rut is what? Okay, so you don't meet anybody. What you're saying is you're at home all the time and you don't meet anybody. Are you an introvert? Like what do you when you socialize or interact at what level is that on? Like when do you see people? One of these things, because I work with a lot of women who are introverted, and I'm really self-professed introvert myself, who forces myself to talk to people and socialize and stuff. Because I had to come to some conclusions myself that I couldn't just lock myself in a dungeon somewhere and still be able to do and actualize all the things that I wanted for myself, both personally and professionally too. It's something you're gonna have to get out of. If you're almost a 40-year-old virgin, I'm sure it has to do with your inability to communicate with people. your 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 lack of self awareness. You're not self assured. I don't know how you look. I don't know if how you look plays a role in this thing. I don't know. But you're going to have to come out of your shell. Zawadatu, am I saying it right? You are going to have to come out of your bubble and your shell and start talking to people, mingling with people, going to events. I don't know what you're into. I'm very vocal and I can talk to anybody in the world. Okay, so then why do you think that you are still a virgin at 38 if your goal is to get married and have children? Why do you think that is? You think Ashanti wanted to break the internet? I think she did too. I think she wanted to make a stir, wanted to make some noise. Uh, truth be told, there's no buzz about her, right now, and there really hasn't been since Murder Inc. I think, but it ain't. But she's not starving because she's a writer, so she getting that royalty check off of writing, which truth be told, is even, from what I hear, is even bigger money. So it ain't a money thing. It's sort of a, I want to be a star. I want to still be a star kind of thing. And people are talking. A lot of people are disappointed because they felt, she was always more classy, presenting herself more classy than what she's doing. So they're saying now that she's mimicking what stallion, whatever her style, something stallion style is. They're saying that she's trying to copycat stallion, whatever that girl is. So uh, Zadatu said, "I'm very pretty, but I don't believe it. I don't understand that. You're very pretty, but you don't believe it. So what makes you say that you're pretty if you don't believe that you are? Where, how did you arrive at the conclusion that you're pretty if you don't believe that you are?" So, because I have to go, we'll watch the replay. Oh, all right. I'll see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Ashanti is showing too much crouch. She showed it all. She showed it all. I was shocked. I was shocked. Selkis, it is all about money. Women have it, men don't. Industry plays on that. Women will spend at all costs to be perceived, to be as they perceive it. Beautiful, sad. P.S. You're a beautiful woman and wise. So you're saying women have money and men don't? That's what you're saying? And that's, who's this, Warwick? I assume you're a man. So you're saying women have more money than men do? That's what you believe? If you don't believe it, it must be true. I don't go to clubs or stuff like that anymore. How do you feel about internet dating? Internet dating is I've known a few people who got married from the internet route. Like, what was that? Harmony something or other. I know two people who actually got married off of is it eHarmony? The rest of the stuff like Plenty of Fish or Tinder or whatever the case is, I've heard so many horror stories on them other sites. So I don't know. I don't know. It seems like there's so much scamming going on, and now Facebook has a dating site too. So I don't know. Maybe you could try that and see what that yields. But to me, it's best. I would advise you to go out, join organizations that have things that you're interested in. Do meetups surrounded by whatever you like, whatever hobby you're in. You got to have interests outside of your work. So whatever you're interested in, there's groups, there's organizations There's events that happen surrounding this thing, and you can really meet great like-minded people like that if you have other things outside of just your occupation that you do. Like I'm an artist. I'm a life coach. I frequent Tony Robbins events. This shit ain't cheap. But I go to like his four day events, walk on fire events, and all kind of stuff when he's in town. I go to things, events that teach you how to, like Toastmasters kind of thing, and meetups and stuff about public speaking. I do regular get together dealing with art because I'm an artist. So any function where I feel is going to be interesting, if I learn something or meet other artists or whatever, I'm there. I'm plugged into those circles in that scene because of those are the things that I'm interested in. And you'll meet people like that. But if you don't do anything but go to a job you hate and come home, you're really not leaving room to meet people of quality. You gotta have some sort of interest outside of your work. That's what you gotta do. So, oh, Mr. Wright, I missed your your donation for not buying into the Lizzo gimmick. Oh, you gave me 20 for that. I appreciate you. You are so generous. I appreciate you. Mr. Wright is in the house. Mr. Wright is in the building. Mr. Wright is in the building. He shows me love. Yes, I don't buy into the whole Lizzo stuff. It's just, listen, it's just another scapegoat, another excuse for women not to do what they need to do to preserve their health and well-being. That's just, and that ain't fat shaming. It is what it is, because I used to be big too. So anybody try to holler at me about no fat shaming, I'm gonna have to cut you to the white meat, because I already know. I already know what this thing is. I know how you feel. I know the fronting that's done. I know all of that. Oh, and now, what's the terminology now? Oh, I'm fluffy. Instead of fat, you call yourself fluffy. Make it cute sounding and all that. We steady trying to make ourselves feel cute when we not. All women do is front all day long. He want to marry you, so I don't think so. I'm with you. I used to be 309 pounds. Really? Wow. Wow, CK. Wonderful. My hubby Jimbo loves big girls. Always has. You are desired. Don't think you are not. My buddy Jimbo, like Willie Pete, say he got a buddy that like big girls. This guys that like all kind of stuff. That doesn't mean that you remain that way, knowing that you feel unhealthy and you don't feel good about yourself. That's another thing. That's another indoctrination that I don't like when men feed to women, because a lot of women buy into that. Well, he thinks I'm sexy. You don't feel good about yourself, but you because he thinks you're sexy. So you put your life at risk. You're risking heart disease, stroke, amputations, all kind of stuff because you're 400 fucking pounds. But because he want to pound your cervix, it's all right. It's par for the course. We don't do that shit. Stop buying into that. That's the reason why I got this channel down in the first place, because we have to get rid of this validation through vanity, because that kills women. Women don't take care of themselves just because the men like you a certain size or like you a certain way. You stop improving yourself because he won't want to fuck you if you change. That's not how you're supposed to live your life as a woman. If you know you're not feeling good, you're supposed to handle that. Whether he like you 300 pounds or not, you're supposed to handle that. Your first obligation is self-improvement, self-preservation. Everything else is second and third and fourth to that. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Now this fool on here talking about don't lose no weight because Jimmy Bob and Joe and them like are fat girl chasers. Jimmy Bob and the rest of them like fat twats. Are you kidding me? Listen, don't get me started. Don't get me hot in here. Don't get me hot in here with that garbage. We don't need that. We don't need that. A woman's role is not just not to look good for a man. That ain't her first obligation. That ain't her first assignment to look good for a man. She's supposed to be healthy. She's supposed to be the best that she can be. That's what she's supposed to be. First. Not someone you want to fuck. We always do that, though. We always do that. You know how many chicks, when you tell them, well, don't you want to lose? Well, my man like it. But how do you feel, though? Well, my man, he don't complain about it. But how do you feel, though? How do you feel? I don't give a shit what your man like or don't like. Because guess what? He fucking somebody across town anyway with all that he like. All that cheese he like between your legs. He's still screwing somebody else across town. So like or don't like, what the fuck that mean at the end of the day? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. The first thing you should ask yourself is, how do I feel? What's going to make me feel better? Not who like what. Y'all dudes be coming to my channel to aggravate me. I see it. Y'all dudes be coming to this channel to aggravate me. I don't know why. I don't know why you don't go to your pay-per-view and watch a little porn and all that stuff. I don't know why you coming here to aggravate me. I don't know why. Oh, you got a question mark? Well, I got a question mark too. I got about 4. Dot. I got about 4 or 5 of them. So you don't know and I don't know either. I swear I was meant to find this channel. Are you new here, Whitney? Listen, we life is short and we got to learn things and then we got to master what we learn and then we got to enjoy the wisdom. Life is really, really short. And for women, unfortunately, we start off life worried about what people think, wanting their approval. We want the approval of parents, and then from there we want the approval of men. And that's our entire existence. Is just trying to get somebody to say, "Ooh, you're beautiful. Oh, I like the way you look. Ooh, you're beautiful." This is why you virgins are opening your legs for men who ain't shit. Just for him to say, "You're beautiful." And I'm telling you, give it back. Give it back. Don't nobody have to tell you that. You know what a man got to do? He got to pay a bill. He got to protect you. He has to provide for you. He has to be consistent. You got to be able to rely on him. How are you having sex with a man that if you break your foot today, you can't even find him to take your ass to the hospital? He can't even help you pay for the extra strength Tylenol you need if you break your damn toe right now. He ain't gonna be nowhere around. Is he even gonna bring you some chicken? He ain't gonna even bring you a can of Campbell's chicken soup. He ain't gonna bring you shit. And this is the dude you screwing? This is the dude you screwing for a thank you, for I like you, for I think you cute. That's the dude you putting your life on the line for. And when you actually need him, he ain't nowhere to be found. He ain't nowhere. We got to stop doing this, y'all. And we got to tell our young women coming up that ain't the way to go. Being a slut ain't the way to go. Being a chick running the street with whomever and changing men like you changing underwear ain't the way to go. Your body is not designed for that kind of bang out. It ain't designed for that kind of bang out. And these channels that have this, how to wash your vagina, grown ass women still trying to figure out how to keep their vagina fresh, should alert you to the fact that we are not designed for the kind of bang out that that's going on out here. Your vagina ain't gonna never be no sweeter than it is when a man ain't sticking his dick inside of it. And I say this all the time, all the time. The reason why y'all have sour vaginas is because these dirty dicks y'all shoving up into your cervix. That's why your vagina smelled like vinegar and tartar sauce. That's why it stink. That's why you looking for the new soap. That's why. Who's trolling? Who's trolling here? Chocolate milk? Chocolate milk, you a fucking retard. And you got to get off my live now. And if I see you on my Instagram, I'm going to cuss your ass out there too. So you might as well go ahead and delete me there. Because, unless you're ready for the cuss off, just go ahead and X me out there because I'm Xing you out here too. Thank you, Nancy. You said we should boycott Hollywood. Everyone can, really. Everybody can. Somebody said boycott Ashanti, Lizzie, City Girls, Cardi, Nicki. Listen, everybody got to eat. I think we should just, I think all we have to do is just open our eyes and differentiate between reality and illusions, entertainment and reality. We need to discern. We need to draw a line between the arts and science. Okay? Entertainment is art. And then there's a science part of this thing that the twain shall not meet. People can talk about how they feel all day long, but then science comes in and how your design comes in and it overrules how you feel. I feel like eating a whole pizza pie right now with extra cheese, cheese crust, anchovies, pineapple, salami on that bitch. What else? I mean, every topping they got. I could inhale a whole pizza right now because I feel like it. And then where will I be 3 hours from now? In somebody goddamn emergency room. Hyperventilate. So it's not, feelings don't mean shit. Feelings don't mean a damn thing. There ain't no power in a feeling. There's a whole lot of things that we feel that we want to do that we have no business doing. You cannot let your feelings run the show. Feelings are not what empowers you. It's making right decisions that empower you. Thank you, Miss Overness. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. New rule, men can't speak without super chat. Oh my gosh. I did not come here to trifle. I'm done with you, Mr. P. I already said what I had to say to you. I already made an example out of you. I'm done. Now, if you want to continue here, you can continue in silence. You need to silence yourself because this channel really is not for y'all. Y'all come here to, I don't know, to scratch and sniff. That's what you came here for, Mr. P. You came here to scratch and sniff, and your itch has been scratched, and now you got to be quiet and just move on. Not unless it's Mr. Right. Yeah, Mr. Right is the only one that can stay. Mr. Right is the only one that can stay. It gets repetitive, but I'm thankful to have a mother to tell my young sisters and I this. She's been telling us this ever since I could remember. It will be repetitive. And when you become a mother, you're going to have to repeat certain things over and over and over again because it goes in one ear and right out the other, seemingly, you know. But all of us, as we get older, we can remember things that our parents told us, things that we were like, oh, will they just stop it already? I don't want to hear this anymore. But when you become an adult, you play that back like a recorder, like a tape recorder. And it's amazing that way. So when you, even when you think they're not hearing you, they really are. You got to repeat, you got to pound that message in. You got to repeat it over and over and over and over again. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. I was respectful, but I see I'm not welcome. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. I hit the gym 5 days a week, working on losing more weight. And you can do it, man. Grind. Listen, the gym is painful. Sometimes I'll be dragging in there like, Lord, I don't want to be here. Let me just get this out the way. And you really got to tell yourself that there's really no way not to make this unpainful. It's pain building your body. It's pain tearing your muscles down and reforming them and all that stuff. It's just what it is. It's just what it is, and we got to do it. We got to do it. But don't you feel accomplished after you do it? You feel like you're a warrior. You feel like you are an elite, like world class, high class, because you did something that a lot of people rolled over in bed and said they weren't going to do. And we got to keep pushing, ladies. We have to keep pushing. We got to do all the things that we don't want to do. And unfortunate, but it is true. It is true. You dragging? Listen, we right there. We right there behind you. We right there behind. One last word. No, it's not. It's not a one last word. It's not a one last word. See, now you're gonna fool around and get blocked. You just say bye. Didn't you just say bye? Did you just say bye? So you want to get blocked out or what? Cause I'm not reading nothing else from you, Willie Pete. We don't want people that's not trying to level up on this channel. I've grown so much in so little time. Bye, haters. Yeah, y'all gotta go. Y'all have got to go. I love you for being different and for speaking your mind. Thank you, Lasagna. Thank you. I appreciate all the energy and all the support here. And like I said, I want y'all to pass this video along to, women who are thinking about giving it up. Women who are virgins, all the young girls that please let them know that they're not missing anything. They're not missing nothing but heartache and confusion. That's all they're missing is heartache and confusion. Because the chances of the dude that they sleep with today marrying them are slim to none. It's like you're just asking, like, oh, okay, I'm ready to be used now. Let me open my legs. So it's about time that I start being used. That's really all it is. That's really all it is. And we're worth more. We're worth more than what we're getting. But the only way that we can really honestly make that declaration is if we start really taking care of ourselves. You're only worth as much as you take care of yourself, as you do for yourself. That's really the bottom line. These dudes always got to come here and pretend to be supporters, but then throw in a dig when you chastise them. Have I not told y'all on this channel, you don't know who anybody is until they get mad at you? You don't know what they really feel until they're not getting their way? Have I not said this in like a million videos? This is why you don't trust the flattery. This is the main reason. Willie Pete's Kris Kringle ass, red cheek wino looking Santa Claus ass, which is probably what he is with a name like Willie Pete, thought he could beguile me with compliments and all that kind of stuff. And as soon as he got his feelings a little hurt and he wasn't getting the validation for the participation that he thought that he should, here he go. Well, the reason why you ain't shit is dot 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 dot. But he always thought that. He always thought that. Don't I tell you, ladies, wait for the shade to come. Wait for the dark side to reveal itself. Then you know what you're dealing with. Haven't I told y'all that? This is one of the reasons why we have to give back the word beautiful, attractive, sexy, pretty, gorgeous. We have to give back all that because it blinds us. It makes us trust people. It makes us think that everything else they tell us after they flatter us is the truth. And it be fucking lies. All of it be lies. This is why you got to arrest all of that stuff. This is why you got to embody the UGC principles here. This is the Ugly Girls Club. For those of y'all who don't know where you at, this is the Ugly Girls Club. You can go to the uglygirlsclub.com, read the manifesto, and you understand what this shit is about. We are not a bunch of women here asking for pity, looking for somebody to affirm us, self-esteem ain't in no vacuum and all that shit y'all like to parrot off and all that stuff. This ain't about all that. This is about understanding human nature, how people are, why they treat you the way they treat you, and and within all that knowledge, you have the tools, the mindset, right? And the strength to affirm yourself regardless of what anybody thinks. Because most of what people say are lies anyway. Truth is, most of the kind shit y'all are hearing are lies. They're lies until somebody don't get their way. They're lies until somebody don't get their way. Look what Willie Pete just did. And he's typical of what I'm talking about. Everything's okay until they feel slighted, and then they tell you the fucking truth. This is why we just bypass all of that. We're gonna go straight to the truth. We're gonna go straight to the truth. Yes, he's a troll, but he's an example of what it is that I'm talking about with people in general. He may be a troll on this channel, but he's an example of what you're going to meet out here when you value somebody else's opinion of you because it sounds nice. Because it sounds good. Who's in the thumbnail? That's Ashanti. Y'all, I can't believe y'all don't see. Ain't none of y'all on Facebook? She is all over Facebook. Type in Ashanti New York Fashion Week and you see it. That's right, Ola. UGC forever. Forever. So true. An older lady told me the same thing. I was commenting to her how tired I was of repeating the same thing over to my children. She said, never tire of repeating. They will get it. And they did. The children will get it. Don't be lazy with your children. The children will get it. You'll be tired. You'll feel like they ain't listening to you, but they will get it. You're like a programmer. You have to deprogram the matrix that they're in when they're away from you 12 or whatever, however many hours a day in school or wherever they're at. You have to deprogram them and then refeed them what you want them to adopt. You can't be lazy about that because the devil takes no breaks. Don't I tell y'all that? The devil don't take no vacation time. The devil ain't putting in no 2-week vacation nowhere. This is a 24-hour cycle. Devil doesn't sleep. So you have to take every opportunity to reprogram your children. Every opportunity. I'm going to start offending men to get the truth. Let me know how that goes, Rita. I would love to know the feedback you get. I would love it. Oh no, Ashanti looked like Phaedra Parks. Oh, so you just pulled it up? Ashanti. I guess she's selling more records right now. I don't know. Because queens wear crowns. That's right. That's right. Sade is Sade is my idol. Women should act like her. Sade is beautiful. She is very, very feminine. You know, she has a regalness, classiness thing about her. But she was also on drugs too. At one time she had a little drug problem herself. So there was that side of it. So the side that we see, who knows how much of it that we see is, what I'm saying, is really her, because she's had demons that she had a battle with too, and it seems like she successfully got over it. But you ask yourself, well, how does somebody like Sade get trapped up in drugs? Like, where did her self-esteem fail? That someone as refined and beautiful as she was and still is, like, how did she have a drug problem? When did she have low self-esteem? So this is what I'm telling y'all about. It's not, beauty is just one aspect of your life. It's not the whole thing. It's not a problem solver in itself. A lot of y'all think just being beautiful is going to solve every problem, and it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. She was on coke. Yeah. Yeah. She was on hard drugs. She was down and out for a little while. You said not your Sade? Oh, so you didn't know about her. Sade had a major drug problem at one time, at one point. Sade's daughter is transgender? What? Now that I didn't know. Y'all. And then I heard, did y'all see Black Girls Rock? Because I heard that they had one of the transgenders from Pose on there, I think presenting an award or something like that at Black Girls Rock. Listen, y'all, I'm not saying anybody doesn't have a right to present themselves the way that they want. But what we are seeing here is propaganda. We are being conditioned for certain things. Somebody sent me an article yesterday that had they have strip clubs too. One in Vegas, and I think another one in New York, where they have robot strippers. Robot strippers. Robots on a stripper pole. Robot female robotoids. Unfreaking believable. In New York, and I believe the other place was Vegas. So I can't wait to see what dudes go in there to watch robots twirl around on a pole. And why is it not far-fetched now? Why do y'all think it's not far-fetched now? Because of this transgender shit. I already told y'all what's happening with that. I already told y'all this is the Pandora's box. And you're going to see men openly saying, when you see it, I want you to come back here and say, Selka said it. When you see men openly saying that they're in relationships with robots, you're going to see 2020 News, ABC News, CNN News interviewing men talking about they are in love with robots. That's going to happen. And that's going to become mainstream. Check out Better Than Us on Netflix. What's that about? What's Better Than Us about? Yes, Miss Ova. Robot strippers. And they look like androids. They look like, you know, it wasn't like if you're thinking about robots where they have like the plastic skin, like it looks like dolls. I'm not even talking about that. It was like a skeleton, like metal. Just like metal robots. Metal robots. Crazy ass shit. Crazy shit. And these idiot men are gonna pay for stuff like that. And they're gonna say, well, what's the problem? It's normal. We just having fun. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? I don't know if there was any. I assume there was. Listen. What's gonna happen is they're going to put. They're already doing this, y'all. They're already putting DNA, human DNA, inside of these robots, right? Human DNA is already being spliced into the microchip or the motherboard of certain robots. So once they start doing this stuff and making it mainstream, y'all gonna see this. There are gonna be arguments about how to classify a human being, because if these robots have human DNA, human genetic whatever material within them, then it's going to be like, okay, how much human material do you need to have in order to be classified or have the same rights as a human being? Do y'all understand all of this shit is coming? Do y'all understand all of this stuff is coming? Men are going to have uteruses and have these test tube babies. They're going to be doing that. They're already debating about should transgender women have access to uteruses so that they can give birth. You know, they're already arguing all these points. And this is just formalities, because they already know what laws they're going to pass already. You think all this stuff ain't worked out yet? The stuff that we're seeing now, the debating and all that, is just social conditioning. It's getting you used to hearing the argument so that it's not something far out and foreign to you. There's steps to indoctrination, you know. There's steps to indoctrination. This stuff is coming. So while these dumbasses got men dressed as women on a black girl's rock, you got men taking hormone replacement and playing on girls' teams, beating the shit out of girls on girls' wrestling team, the girls' sports team like that, because supposedly he a girl because he got extension in his hair and breast implants. And he's a whole fucking boy. Beating down, busting girls' heads open and all that kind of stuff. And we sitting back as women, as mothers with real vaginas, going, yes, you're a girl too. Look how beautiful she is. And you don't realize he's taking your place. The he that you calling a she is going to make your ass irrelevant. You don't realize that. This is what these dumbass bitches out here doing. Capping and caping for their own demise. For their own demise. Women will be irrelevant soon. And the argument that we say, well, we're the ones that have the babies, we're the ones that do this and that, we're not going to be able, there's not going to be nothing about us that's special real soon. We're not even going to be we can't even claim womanhood now, because what they calling us, cis. We can't even say we're women now. They calling us cisgender. So right underneath us, they taking out pronouns and terminology away. They're saying, no, that ain't what you are. You can't say you're natural. You can't say you're natural, because then you're shaming me. You're shaming me, and, you know, we can't have that. We can't have that. And we giving it to them like the dumb hoes that we are. We got our arms open for everybody. Why do we do that? Because women are fucking liars. We have no loyalty. We're not consistent about anything. We're emotional basket cases because of all the dicks that run through us. If we didn't have as much dick as we were having, we'd be more sensible, you know. We would see the forest before the trees, but most of us are cum guzzling hoes, and we don't know right from wrong anymore, because we canines just like these fucking men. It's going to be a woman that testifies that a man should be able to fuck a little child. You watch what I tell you. There was a TED Talk, was it last year sometime, with some young ass white girl talking about, well, you know, pedophilia, you know, these men, you know, we shouldn't condemn them for having these appetites, because I couldn't even watch the whole shit. I couldn't even watch the whole shit. But it was a young, attractive white woman in front of a TED Talk. This is supposed to be a reputable organization where people come to enlighten you about concepts and different things, self-improvement and that sort of thing. So they bring this little flea bag on there talking to people about how, we need to change the narrative about pedophilia. And they made sure she was attractive and a young woman. They made sure it wasn't, because if a man was saying that, it wouldn't have flown. It wouldn't have flown if a man was standing there saying we should legalize pedophilia. But a woman is symbolic of nurturing, understanding, compassion, unconditional love. And that's why they put her. So they had to use a young woman to sell that shit. They will use women to sell all this perversion. Do y'all understand? This is this is what's happening now. This is what's happening right now. You saw it too. Who's that? May. I couldn't finish watching that. I was like, is she for real? This chick with a straight face? With a straight face saying, it's a preference. And we don't need to shame again with the shame shit. We don't need to shame, for something that, a sexual appetite that feels natural to them. If women don't get it together, our whole civilization is going to go down in flames. And you bitches are too worried about who or how many you can fuck to keep your body count up the same level as the nigga who fucking you who don't even want you. You want the same numbers that he got. You too busy competing with him, and you losing your power and your value as a woman. That's being dragged from underneath your feet as we speak. But you too busy on some sexual liberation shit, which is now allowing you to open the door or turn the blind eye. Well, if it ain't in my house, it ain't in my bedroom, it ain't none of my business. This is what these hoes say. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. What they do is their business. Hello? No, it's not. What they doing is going to be your child's business. When these motherfuckers are standing up in the playground looking around to see who else they going to bag. It's going to be your business then. It's going to be your business then. Y'all better, I'm getting hot. Y'all better get it together. Women got to get it together. We got a role to play. We got a role to play, and you might call it a burden. You might call it unfair. But if we are the gatekeepers, we are the decision makers. We decide, we look at men and decide, okay, your genes should go on. When we sleep with them, this is what we're saying. We're saying that your genes should be duplicated. I'm going to be the carrier of your genetics because I think you're worth duplicating. This is what you say with every man that you sleep with. And if he's not worth duplicating, why are you opening your knees for him? Why would you? That's something we all got to ask ourselves. But we don't go that deep. Because, Celtics ain't about that. Is it, sex ain't just about procreation. It's about pleasure. And it's about opening the seventh chakra and the ninth gate and the etheric realm. And I don't know, talking to amoebas on the fourth plane or some bullshit. That's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. And we don't understand when we are duplicating genetic material from substandard men, it reduces the quality of beings in society as a whole. We are the temperature gauge for that shit. Who we bring into the world, we are the ones that set the tone for how society is by who we giving birth to and who we're procreating with. But if I got to think about all of that, how am I gonna have an orgasm, Celtics? That's all I want is my nut. You going too deep, Celtics. I ain't even thinking that for. All I want is my nut, Celtics. That's all I want. Ain't that what these chicks say? Ain't that what they say? And then when men talk about this, we call them misogynistic. They misogynist and all that, whatever that is. Look around you. Look around you. Men ain't the enemy here. I have said this on so many lives before that men are not the enemy here. Men are a real small portion of this thing. Your enemy is the vagina next door. The vagina next door. The vagina that can be sold out to push propagandas that will enslave you and your offspring. Because the vagina is what helps these things pass, these laws pass and regulations pass. A vagina does that, not a penis. Technology has ruined the genetic pool. Yeah, there's that. Not the ninth gate. Ain't that the gate of hell? Oh, is the ninth gate the gate of hell? Well, the seventh heaven or whatever. Y'all know what I mean. y'all know what I mean. And if you think you ain't opening up portholes with these dudes y'all sleeping with, you got another thing coming to y'all. Y'all opening up all kinds of demons to come in through you. Sex is a porthole. And you wonder why you going crazy, you can't sleep, you hearing things, you seeing shadows and all kind of stuff. And you don't know that you open your legs, all kind of demons. All kind of demons. You know how many chicks say they feel that something be fucking them in they sleep? You know how many women I talked to that said they actually feel like the spirits screw them while they sleeping? Listen. Listen. That's a real thing too now. That's a real thing too. Yes, energy cords, sexually transmitted demons. Yes, there is such a thing. There is such a thing as sexually transmitted demons. Succubus, yes. The same woman who claim her independence in youth will settle for being an old side chick when she gets older. Well, that's all they can be because they didn't prepare themselves for the last portion of their lives. Listen, right now, when you are capable and have full faculties of your mind and you can actually get up from the chair and walk and talk and see and all that kind of stuff, you plan for your future now. You can't plan for a future when you're down. You plan now for your future. You don't wait till you have no other choice to plan for a future. But this is what these hoes advise y'all to do. Oh, just wait till later. You got your whole life ahead of you. Bitch, no, you don't. Now that's a fucking lie. That is one of the biggest lies ever told. You don't got your whole life. You might listen, you might live to 75 or 80, and maybe 50 of those years will be good. Maybe. 20 of those you'll be in your prime. 50 of them will be okay. And the rest of them, look, your whole life, no, you gotta plan now while you're young and you're strong for later on. Because just like the sister said, later on, those will be the old hoes fucking your man on the weekends and stuff like that, because she lonely. And that's all she can get. That's all she prepared for. That's all she prepared for. That ain't what you want to do right there. That ain't what you want to do right there. Because everyone's going to get old, You will. It won't be today. It won't be tomorrow. But you will. What do you want your life to look like later? I'm not talking about now, while you cute and your ass is sitting. Some of you confused because your ass is sitting right now. Right now, while it's sitting, you need to go get your ducks in a row, make your investments, bag something up so that, in the future, when your ass drops, when it's no longer sitting, but it's dropping, sliding down the back of your knees, you all right. You all right. Don't buy into this thing you have your whole life. You don't have your whole life. Life is really, really short. You don't have your whole life. That's not true. Not true. So there it is. No nations can rise higher than the mentality and the spirit of females, the woman. No, they cannot. They really can't. And we got to understand our roles. Listen, not every woman is aggressive, uh, a warrior type or whatever. You have women that are very extremely delicate. You have women that are very nurturing. You have women that are healers. You have women that could kick men's asses. Like you have women that are really down. They don't care. They don't care who you are, male or female. They'll put you down to the ground. So we have all types of women, but we have to coalition this thing, and we have to confer degrees with one another. We don't have to be competing and separating. We need to be on one accord. Like what's the bottom line for all women? What is our bottom line as a collective? And it's unfortunate that the reason why we can't come together is truly because of vanity. Oh, she looks better than me, so I don't want to be bothered with her because she thinks she's cute. The reason why we can't come together collectively is because of vanity. That's what's stopping us. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We will be our own demise. We will. Some women I knew thought my husband was corny when I married him 13 years ago when I was 30. Now, with 2 children, home, private school, sports fees later, they say you got a good one. Bingo! Now, you need to talk to these young girls, whoever these young 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are in your church or maybe relatives of yours or whatever that you need to sit them down and tell them your story. Tell them how you used to be teased and put down upon because you decided to go after the security of a union and a relationship instead of posturing and playing this Miss Independent shit. Talk to them about that option and the benefits of doing that sooner than later. We have to tell these girls the truth. We have to tell them the truth. Because the future, look, the future ain't looking good. The future ain't looking good for a lot of chicks. For a lot of women, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, y'all. And we only have ourselves to blame. We only have ourselves to blame. Sex is a beautiful thing with someone that cares about you. You know, it's a great thing, and it's worth the risk with someone who cares about you. Don't do it with someone who doesn't care about you. Don't do it with a man who hasn't been tried and proven. Don't do it with dude. He took you out a couple of times, and now you feel obligated to do that. A couple of dinners doesn't qualify. Doesn't get him qualified to have access to your body. A couple of dinners doesn't do that. And you really got to understand that. You're not obligated to give your flesh to a man. I don't give a shit what he spends on you. If the dotted line isn't signed on, if I know this dude isn't shouldering any real risk, then I know this shit right here ain't that serious. And that's just it. It's not. You being someone's girlfriend is not that serious, y'all. It's not a serious relationship. We have to decide collectively, okay, what is a real relationship and what's not. And having a boyfriend is not a real relationship. Because what are you saying and what's he saying? Well, I'm keeping my options open. Isn't that what you say? Isn't that what he's saying? I'm not ready to settle down yet. What does that mean? I'm not ready to commit to you. That's what that means. I don't care how much the sex is good. I don't care how many orgasms you give him. I don't care how much he crave you and, all of that shit. If he's saying he ain't ready to do that yet, it means that he ain't ready to settle down. He's not ready to commit to you. He's not ready to shoulder no real risk. That's what that means. So a boyfriend is a boy that is a friend. And you treat him as a friend. You don't fuck your friend. You treat him as a friend. You go out, you go to the amusement park, y'all go to Disney World, y'all go to water slides or something like that, go to museums, have a great time. Because he's just a boy that is a friend. That's it. That's it. Well, I gotta test it out. What if we have sex and he don't really like it or something like that. Get a goddamn annulment. Listen, if the wedding night is shit, y'all go ahead and get that shit annulled. There is such a thing. If it's that whack, you go to the judge and say, you know what, we made a mistake. How many people are going to do that? How many people have done that because of whack sex? Girl, it ain't never worth it. It ain't never worth it. That's right. Once you roll out the wet spot, then what? Then you got to change the sheets. That's about all that's going to happen. You have to change the sheets. That's it. You can hold out. Listen, young ladies that watch this video, you can hold out till kingdom come. You can hold out for as long as you need to. There is no obligation. I don't give a shit if he gives you a ring. I don't give a shit because some men will give you jewelry. Some men will give you little pseudo promise ring bullshit, and you think, yeah, well, we practically married. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You got to follow your gut. You got to follow your gut. You got to follow what makes sense. What makes sense. And just having a good time with somebody that don't qualify for the sacrifice and the risk that you're shouldering. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. People do hype up sex. We're a sex-driven culture, so everything is surrounded by the quality of that. And like I said in a previous live, listen, sex is gonna be good for about a year. With anybody that you with, it's gonna be hot and heavy. You're gonna be clawing each other down for about a good year or so. And now, if you real cute or whatever, it might be able to stretch it to like a year and a couple of months, maybe. But then after that, things will settle, subside, slow down, level off, and it's called getting comfortable. We've all heard that term, the getting comfortable phase. What does the getting comfortable phase mean? It means that I'm not pressed to fuck you anymore like I used to. I could I could even say no, I don't want to do it tonight. That's what the getting comfortable is. The getting comfortable is I know you're not going anywhere. So I'm in no rush. Now I could slow it on down. I don't have to take you out this weekend, because I have no fear now of losing you. If I lose you now, it's been real. That's what the getting comfortable phase is. It's when two people are no longer in fear of losing the other person walking away. They're confident that the other person is going to stay, and they don't have anxiety about them leaving at this point because they've had their fill, especially men. This is the mentality of men. Men really, once he ejaculates in you, it really is sort of like a mission done. It really is like a mission accomplished. When a man ejaculates inside of you, that was his mission, that was his goal all along. So once that takes place, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. The only thing that's going to carry things over is him actually liking you as a person too. You know, so you want to cultivate that part of the relationship where he actually likes you as a person. Not just a hole to stick something in. There is that. So, we don't base it on sex because it don't matter how bad you are. It don't matter how bad you look. It don't matter how tight your vagina is, how good your mouth game, how good your neck and chin is. How good your neck and chin is, it don't matter how good you bob and weave. The dude will get tired of it. It's going to be regular. It's going to be regular. It's going to be regular. And it's going to have to be something besides sex to keep y'all together. How do you feel about shacking up? It guarantees nothing, in my view. It really doesn't. Although people advise that you should shack up, right? And the reason why people would advise this, the reason why that could even be an option, or that it seems like that is the most sensible option, is because you're already sexually active. You're already sort of tainted in a sense when you've had sexual experiences with men. So the whole try before you buy thing is necessary because the threshold of dissatisfaction widens the more partners you have. I said this before. The threshold or the chances, the percentage of you being dissatisfied sexually and otherwise increases the more partners you have to reference from. If you were a virgin and he was a virgin, there'd be no reason for y'all to live together before you got married. It wouldn't be no reason for it. The only people that need that shit are people who are fucked up already. You're tainted. You're jacked up. So you really got to see how what level of jacked upness you're dealing with. But if you and your partner were virgins, or if you were a virgin as a woman, it wouldn't be much of a necessity to have no pregame, no pregame going on. But because we have all this experience under our belt, the chances of dissatisfaction increase higher and higher and higher with every relationship. That's what it is. But you really don't have to do that. You can still spend time with a person and know enough about them to make a conscientious decision. You don't have to live with them necessarily for that. Because even, I mean, you say to yourself, okay, when I live with you, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna give you 90-day probation, and then if I see something I don't like, I'm not gonna be with you anymore. So how many people live with someone that they want to marry and then decide that they don't want to marry them no more? Like what percentage of these people actually walk away once they start living together? Usually when they walk away, somebody cheated or some kind of offense happened in that route, and that could happen at any time. So I don't really think it's necessary to do that. I don't think it is. My mom always used to tell me a man will never buy the milk if he can get the cow for free. They won't. They won't. So a lot of these women crying, I can't get nobody to commit, and I can't find nobody to marry me, and I can't, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that you giving away what you want him to pay for. Hello. You already giving him what you expect. You giving it away, then you want him to pay after you gave it away. What's the incentive to pay for something that you already got? Y'all talk to me. How big is your incentive to pay for something that you're used to getting for free? You get it for free, you set the value of it. If you get it for free, you set the value of what it is. Big fat zero. A big fat zero. So that's it, y'all. So I've talked for a little while. I talked till I'm blue in the face. Where's the motivation if you're already living as man and wife? There it is. That's the question. That's the question. So something to think about. Always be willing to walk away. Don't let men dangle the carrot. Eating, hoping, wishing sandwiches. I'd love to see you suckers speaking on a national stage. Women need to hear this. That would be great. I've been asked to come to Africa and talk to hoes out there. There's hoes out of control out there. I heard too. I'm like, oh Lord, feminism got a hold of them out there too. So people have asked me. Who knows? Who knows? But it's needed. It's needed, and I think a lot of people are viewing a lot of other channels on the down low. Really come here and view the content. I'm hearing little chirping noises, about whole culture, and some other women now are talking about us, letting it go, like it's time to let it go. So I know people are listening. I know people are sneaking in here listening to get content for their platforms, and it's fine because the more young women that we reach, the better things will be. But I hear women talking about looks now and the whole ugly narrative. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, y'all listening. Y'all are listening too. Y'all listening to the ugly girl ambassador. You ain't giving me credit, but y'all listening. That's fine. That's fine. Whoever you can reach. Obviously, I couldn't reach them before you did. Let them know. Let them know. You see them too, Hamilton? Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, okay. You watch. You done got a little bit of my content too. I see them. I see them. I need all the encouragement I can to stay steadfast. Well, come back here. I can give it to you. I am the cock blocker. Okay? That's one of my names. Don't worry, we ain't going nowhere. We're loyal to you, Celgus. I appreciate that. My 15-year-old niece listens with me. Wonderful, Bran. Wonderful. 15 years old. That's a serious age right there. That's a serious age right there. But when you see them talking that stuff, you let them know. Oh, you heard it from Celgus. You let them know. Put them on blast. Well, not put them on blast, but let's say I believe you be watching Celgus. That's what you need to tell them, cause they watching. They are watching. They want to get a piece of this action. You're dropping knowledge that young black women need to hear. Branson putting on blast. Please do. Somebody do. Somebody needs to. Thank you, Monet. Thank you. This is hard work, y'all. This is hard emotional work. It is because I know it's emotional for me because I know if you don't get it now as opposed to later, I know what the regret thing is going to be. I know what your life what things are going to feel like for you. And the one thing we can't replenish or replace is time. So while we are sitting around trying to decide what move to make or not making a move at all, the clock is ticking. It's ticking. And you just want to get your ducks in a row as quickly as you can. Because 10 years will go by like that. 15 years, like that. 20 years, like that. I was I was 21 yesterday. You know what I mean? I was 21 and 22 yesterday. Time doesn't wait for us. You don't have all of your life to figure this out. And these tired ass hoes that tell you that are lying to you, because they know they live in regrets, and they wish that they could turn things around and go back again and do things over again, if given the power to do so. So don't listen to that. All right. So that said, I'm gonna leave y'all to think about all the points that I touched on in this video, and just please share. Y'all like up the stream. I got 88 likes, 100 people. Can we get 100 likes? Can we get 100 likes? Well, how much weed, wigs, lipstick talk you gonna keep talking about? They gotta take content from you because it's real talk. I believe so. I believe so. And, like I said, if that's how they're getting it, I don't mind it, because if they're saving somebody's life on their platform, then that's just what it's meant to be. If I'm the vessel for it, that's perfectly all right. That's perfectly all right. I'd love to get credit, because I'm trying to get my little channel. I'm can't wait till I get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. I think I'm up to 9,900. What was it, 14 or 47, something like that? I need to do something when I hit 10,000, man. I'm trying to get 10,000 subscribers. And that's little compared to a lot of these other channels. And I look at the numbers these other people doing. I'm like, well, damn, I could use 20K. Come on, 20K. But first, I'm trying to get to 10. I found you because someone gave you a shout out on another channel. Oh, really, Eden? What you mean another viewer viewing another person's channel shouted me out? Or was it the content creator of another channel? That's nice. Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I wonder how many people are finding me like that. Yeah, y'all gotta chat me up in the comment section. Oh, so it was a viewer. Okay. Okay, cool. You shout me out, Rosemary? I know you do. You my girl. You're the first YouTuber I ever super chat. Really? Wow. I feel honored. I feel so honored by that. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, thank you. It's a lot of emotional work, but I can't see myself doing anything else. And really, y'all, just transparency here. All the things that I've gone through in my own life, the things that I believed in that were a joke. When I think about them and what my life could have been had I thought or believed in something else, when I think about that and realize that I can't get that time back, I'm like, no, I gotta save some lives. I gotta save some of y'all. I gotta try it. I gotta try at least. I know I'm a mother figure for a lot of women. I'm a mother figure for a lot of women, and I'm not even the lovey dovey kind of type of mother. I mean, to be honest, I'm not kissy kissy kissy. Mothers kiss and hug their children all the time. I'm not even that kind of mom. I'm the kind of mom that, if my kids needed a hug, they'll come to me and I'll hold them for hours. I don't pester them and bother them. Like, I'm not a touchy feely kind, but if they came to me, I'm holding on, because then I know they really need it. I'm that kind, you know. I'm like I'm ferocious as far as protecting. I'm just not, the cuddly, but I'll kill somebody. Love. You know what I mean? And so it's a difference. I think that's what comes off. I realize that I'm a mother figure, and I take that responsibility very seriously. Very seriously. I'm not perfect in any way. I've made some dumb ass mistakes. But that's what drives me for this channel. That's what drives me to talk and scold y'all and wring your necks virtually to get it together, because I see the path. I know you don't know where you're going, but I've already been there. So I'm trying to say, wait, stop. Don't go this way. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you, go take a detour. Go left. Go left. And it's like some will listen and some won't. You know, some will listen and some won't. So it is what it is. Tracy, you said, I think about the mistakes I made thinking wrong. I think we all do. And it's our obligations as mothers, as matriarchs, as women who pass through certain stages in life to let them know we're not in competition. I'm not in competition with no younger girl over nothing. I like me too much to be worried about what anybody else is doing. You know, and that's what I want. I want all of us to feel that way, because then we're all gonna eat. Then we all eat. You know what I mean? It's about all of us eating, because I peep the game, the bigger picture about what's going on out here. Everybody, it's shits and giggles. Everything is fun, everything's a joke, everything's entertainment for some people, but I know that it's not. I know that it's not. It is what it is. Thank you, Eden. That's what made me listen to my mom so hard, because she told me to learn from her mistakes. Listen, y'all, learn from your mom's mistakes. Even if you don't like your mother, still learn from her mistakes. At least that's a good foundation to start from. Just don't do the mistakes that she did. I can't compete with someone that's young enough to be my daughter. Yeah, but so many women do. Isn't that the sad part? So many women do. Instead of leading them, instead of you sitting on your throne, like you giving up your throne to go be, I don't know, to go be in the sandbox. You know what I mean? Why would you give up a throne to go play in a sandbox? That's what women do. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, I gotta go. I'm gonna go outside and get me some sun. Go to the gym and fool around there a little bit. Go paint and do some writing, and I guess I'll catch y'all soon. If y'all haven't subscribed to my site, theuglygirlsclub.com, go and do that, please. Hit all the links in the description box. Look at all the other video suggestions. What else? Go buy some art from iloveherart.com. Get your love potions if you haven't ordered that yet. The link is also in the description box too, so you can support the channel in many, many ways. And all of them useful, tangible, workable ways. You'll enjoy everything that you get here. And what else? And that's it. That's it. So I'll talk to y'all soon. I love y'all for real. Bye.